But with that, a lot of people are confused with the takeaway that they should use. So people know that in trying to shorten their backswing, the best way to shorten their backswings a lot of the time is they feel like they can stop their backswing once their wrists are fully set.
Correct.
So setting the wrist almost right off the ball, ooh, that feels good. I feel like I can
You're
start.
done. Yeah.
I'm done. With that though, they don't like to have this feeling of snatching it away like this.
Exactly
though.
right.
So how do we blend a full wrist set happening before I get to here, but having the first foot be, look connected?
The simple answer is you just have to do it.
Okay.
There's no, just do this, and all of a sudden you're shooting 65s.
Right.
You
have to train yourself to do it.
Here's something that, and again, a lot of the, sometimes when you're trying to be honest as a golf instructor, it comes off very, very snide.
Okay.
And it's, in my case, it's never intended to be that way. But one of the biggest hindrances in people getting better at golf is they want something that's going to make them better this week.
Yes.
And it just does. I mean, sure, there's the occasional, when the setup is terrible. You give someone with a terrible setup a better setup, all of a sudden they go from shooting 95 to 85 the next day.
Yeah.
If you've got a long backswing, there's no drill.
Yeah.
You make an effort to make a shorter backswing, and 6 months from now you'll have a shorter backswing.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
My trainer says, hey, like 5 years from now is coming, whether or not, no matter what you're going to do. So where are you going to be when that gets here?
Right. I make this analogy all the time to my students, and I think I've made it on the show here before, is right now I am 30 pounds overweight for me. I like being 200 pounds, and I'm at 230 right now. And for whatever reason, I could make all the excuses why I haven't done it, but it is what it is.
Right.
So let's say I approached losing weight this way. Okay, I'm sick of being 230, I'm sick of being too fat. I'm going to eat better, and I'm going to go do a bunch of cardio, and I'm going to walk instead of riding when I go ride. So I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to have some egg whites and some broccoli, and for lunch I'm just going to have some turkey, and then for dinner I'm going to have a salad with some boiled chicken on it, and I go to the gym and go on the treadmill for an hour, and then I walk 18 holes, and I come home, and tomorrow, and I'm still 230. Well, fuck it, this diet isn't working.
Yeah, right.
Okay, everybody who heard that was like, dude, you're an imbecile.
Yeah,
it takes weeks and months to lose 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, of course that was stupid what I just said there, but people approach their golf games that way. They'll say, oh, I heard this great tip, okay, and they go hit a bucket, and they're like, well, my swing is too long, that didn't work.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't measure your success, and then the same thing will happen. People will get some good instruction, okay? I had someone come to me the other day, and I went to instructor X, and he told me something really, really bad, and it made me worse.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, what did he tell you? And he goes, well, he told me to do this, and I'm like,
that's what you need, yeah.
That's right. Well, I had shot between 80 and 83 10 consecutive rounds, and I tried that, and I shot an 85, and I'm like, really? 2 whole shots higher?
Yeah.
Golf is not a linear improvement. So people will get something good, they'll improve, and then they'll have like their worst round, oh, it's not working anymore, and then they go back to their old bad habits.
Yeah.
So you have to, then we turn around, then it's hard finding the right information for yourself.
Yes.
But once you're convinced that you found the right information, there is no drill, there is no substitute for just going out there and monitoring yourself and having your instructor monitor you and do the best that you can. And there's a 100% guarantee that if you're doing the right thing and you commit to it, that 6 months from now, you will be a better golfer than you are today. There are no guarantees that you're going to go out tomorrow and shoot a lower round.
Right.
And that's how you have to approach getting better.
So for this, it's for this theoretical person that's going like this off the ball and having a good this, but they just have to make a lot of practice swings where they're feeling connected, then setting.
It's just going to the. Okay, so let's say that's your goal.
Yes.
You're trying to shorten your swing,
Yeah.
and you believe the no-turn cast drill is going to work for you. It does. It's pretty much universally been able to shorten people's golf swings.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's assume mystery golfer going to
Yep.
shorten his swing doing this. You go to the range. Nope. 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 And you just sit there and hit little punch 7-irons, little half wedges. Nope. 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 Okay, that was better. Okay, that was a little bit better. This is I've been saying this a lot lately. If you want to get better at golf, this is the approach you have to take. If you are measuring yourself against some arbitrary perfection, I'm trying to swing like Hogan.
Yeah.
I want my swing to be X. You're going to almost universally fail.
Yeah.
If you measure yourself against your previous self,
Yeah.
you are setting yourself up for success.
Yeah.
So if you can say to yourself, your goal, I'm going to make my swing shorter. If your swing is shorter now than it was a month ago, you have succeeded.
Yeah.
If it's only 1 degree shorter, doesn't matter. You have succeeded.
Yeah.
That is the only way you can measure yourself against your previous self. That's it. Anything else, I'm not saying you can't succeed doing it other ways.
Right.
But you're less likely to succeed.
Gotcha. Okay. Moving on, everybody. Thank you for I think we have a little bit better stream now than we did a few minutes ago. Okay, I play with, here's an equipment question. I play with game improvement irons. I am dedicated to getting better. Should I buy players' irons that are less forgiving with minimal offset? Does that make sense? Or should I stick with my game improvement?
See, I am on the other side of that debate.
Yeah.
There's always the guy that says, go out and get a blade 1 iron, and if you can learn to hit that, then you can hit anything. I
Right.
disagree with that 100%.
Yeah.
If the blade irons that are harder to hit, it's very, very likely that you start manipulating your swing. So like you've got the 5-iron.
Yeah.
That's the blade. That's not the game improvement.
Yes.
And your normal swing that normally hits your 5-iron pretty decent is like a blade that's this high off the ground.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're going to start manipulating your swing to like make more solid contact and get the ball in the air, and that might not necessarily be the right
Add
thing.
loft some bad,
All
forward.
bad.
Yeah.
To me it's this simple. Conceptually this simple. Okay, nothing in golf is simple, but conceptually it's this simple. The club is like the quality of club is almost irrelevant. What you want to do is learn to hit a wedge, little half wedge, 60, 70 yard wedge of some kind, sand wedge, 56, 54 degree wedge.
Yeah.
And learn to hit that 7-iron from here to there, solid, this high off the ground. That's the way. And then all of a sudden, you got your game improvement irons and you're a 20, and then all of a sudden you learn to hit it better and you get down to an 8, then maybe. But to me, the only purpose to go to game improvement irons, or to blade irons, is the placebo effect. And I mean that literally.
Yeah.
The placebo effect of how much prettier that looks.
It's almost like if you have your game improvement irons, once the better player iron actually legitimately feels like, oh, this is better for me, I like it.
Yeah.
Don't like jump on it too early.
The worst thing that you can do in golf is set yourself up for failure, because golf is so mental. You need to make it as easy for yourself as possible. And the more success you have, the quicker you'll improve.
And there's a period in the 90s when like almost every professional was playing this big ping game improvement irons, the I2s, like they were super popular.
People